What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Alrighty, hello, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back. I have managed to kind of make things work here. So yeah, let's see how this goes, eh? Hello. Alright, we are back. We are kind of back. I don't know. So what happened was the Fenix authentication app that's supposed to automatically launch with this thing did not launch. Okay, so it didn't launch, and that's what caused the issue. That is what caused the issue. I'm just loading up Rex Atmos right now, and then we should be ready to get started. Yep, the code is, I think it's kind of fixed. Not fully. I don't know what's going on with it. But I managed to get it kind of running. Excuse me. Yeah, okay. Let's just get in here and see what happens. So today we are flying from Gdansk. We've got the screens running, everything running. The captain's EFB is not working. I don't know if it's because it's trying to simulate the charging or what. I don't know what's going on. But the captain side EFB is not working. I can't turn it on. Why can't I just have a normal stream for once? This is what happens if you change anything in this simulator, and it could be the tiniest thing. All I did today was I changed the place where my PC is set up. That involved me plugging out stuff and plugging stuff back in. That's all I did. That's all I did, and here we are. Something's gone wrong. It's just crazy. I don't know, man. Is the captain's first officer's EFB working? Yes, it is, which is why we are able to do today's flight. This is working. Okay, so this is working, and I don't know how to remove that thing where the battery stuff were. I don't know. It's maybe it's a failure. I don't think it's a failure. It can't be a failure, right? Let's have a look. Reload. Oh, this is just the IRS. It's gonna take care of itself. Okay. Yeah, the captain side is not working. I don't know what's wrong with it. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Anyway, let's get quickly started here. We've got all that on. Let's put our nav up here. Oxygen supply, ground control, emergency lights armed. That can go up. That can go up. That can go up. That can go to automatic. Good, there we go. External power is also on here. Gonna leave it like that. FMGC, please. On both sides. No luck with this. Why is this not working? I have no idea. Just randomly decided I'm not gonna work. Okay. Very well. Let's go do the Fenix EFB. Look at that. It's not working. Fenix EFB is not working. I don't know. So it's not a simulation issue. Something is wrong here. But now it's working. What in the heck is going on, man? What in the heck is going on? Hello? Hello? Nope. Okay, let's go to sim brief. Let's get a new flight plan. Hello there, Mr. Anis. Let's fly from Gdansk. What is the code for Gdansk? What? What is the code for Gdansk? Is it EGPD? Or is it EPGD? Let me check. Give me a second. It is EPGD. So EPGD to ESSA. There we go. Done. What's wrong with this? I have no idea. But here we are. Antonov A3, not Antonov, Airbus A321. I'm lost already. I hate it when crap goes wrong in simulator. It throws me off my game so bad. Fenix A1 like so. This is what we're going to be using. We want it in kilograms today, and let's generate the flight. It's not a failure. I checked the EFB, there were no failures. So I don't know. Settings. Horizontal, please. Vertical. There we go. Ah, the Fenix EFB is always like this. That's why. Okay. Makes sense. Alright, so that is done. We've got our flight plan in. Aligning in 7 minutes. Let's come down here. Let's go to init. Let's go to IRS. Okay, what on earth is going on here? I don't request that. It says in 6 minutes, so we're gonna wait for that. Okay, this isn't supposed to. Okay, align on reference there. Confirm alignment. Return. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I do not know what is going on with this thing. How do I control stuff here? GSX controls. Refuel rate. How do I change the IRS rate? I don't know. I'm confused. Whatever. Let's go to Fenix. We'll import it right there. You know what? As a matter of fact, we can just use our EFB up here, right? We can just use that. Dismiss all of that. Ground services. Mass and balance. And we got 37.2. That. Okay, let's load aircraft. GSX boarding. There we go. Let that begin up. 5 minutes for IRS alignment. Oh, lordy. Okay. Cost index 45. Flight number as usual, I'm gonna use FDNX. Cruising altitude 34,000 feet. EPGD departure runway 11 VAPO 2 Bravo. Insert that. You know what it is? It's too hot and humid, man. My brain isn't working. I'm not kidding. Need some ventilation in this damn place. 08 localizer. We have localizer into runway 08. Oh, come on. No localizer. I mean, no ILS into runway 08. We have localizers also. We'll use that. Nilo to Sierra. There we go. Insert all of that. Do we have a discontinuity to worry about? No. No, we don't. Let's go towards performance. To do that, we're going to come back here. Yeah, we need to wait for some stuff here, but how do you go back? Performance. Sync preliminary load sheet. Sync all of that. On condition 1 plus F. Calculate it. Send to McDo. There we go. We have 77.2. Let's see if that is the estimate. Yeah, it is. Okay, great. So we've got all of that done. We're just waiting for the loading process to finish up to get this all set up. Great. Apart from that, aircraft is working and this is still not working. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. There we go. Refueling and yeah, refueling is just about to happen here. There we go. Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Check that out. Excellent. And I don't know why boarding hasn't begun. I thought we requested boarding. What is going on today? Why isn't the jetway stuff working? Lord, why can't we just have a normal flight for once, eh? So stressful. Oh, finally it's connected. There you go. Now it's connected. What? I normally have no issues with Phoenix, and today I'm having issues with Phoenix. I don't know. Anyway. Our passenger boarding has started up. Our fueling has started up. Attach pushback tug now. Absolutely not. I'm going to go ahead and request pushback and departure right now as well. So that as soon as the ground services have been finished, everything gets going here. Good. Now let me get the nav bar up and running. I don't know what's wrong with this thing, man. The Elevatics connection is not working, so I don't know what to tell you. The elevatics thing is not working. We don't have nav bar today. I don't know what is wrong today. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong today. I believe you just said that last live Phoenix is stress-free. It is, that's what I just said. It's normally very, very stress-free and everything is so simple. Today it's not. This simulator is something else, man. Why MSFS is something else. I've never seen something with this many issues in my life. One way or another, something's not gonna work. There you go. Now this is not working. Something is not gonna work. One way or another. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I can't get the nav over whatever to... Yeah, this is why I can't stream as much as I would like to. This is why I can't stream as much. Literally, I spend so much time solving issues rather than actually flying. I've spent so much time setting up things and solving issues than I do actually flying in the simulator. That's ridiculous. Genuinely ridiculous. Yeah, I can't do this today. We're not gonna have any tracking. We are not going to have any tracking today. I'm sorry about that. Nothing I can do. I'll just hide that for you guys today. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at the passengers. There we are. The passengers boarding up nicely. Well, not very nicely, as you can tell. But we've got them boarding up into our aircraft. While this is happening, let's go ahead and take a look at Gdansk, which is a really, really lovely airport. And I believe I bought the scenery for this. Forget where I got it from, but it's great. So here is Gdansk Airport with some live passengers, some static. It's really good. I enjoy this very, very much. It's a beautiful, beautiful airport. Very nicely modeled. Even at night, it looks great. Very lovely little airport to fly into. I enjoy this place. I like this place. I don't know what it is, but it has a special charm. Some sort of special charm for me. This airport. Very nice airport. Gdansk in Poland. Maybe this could be a cinematic live. I don't think I can do an entire live cinematic. But we can sure have a lot of views today. There we go. Pretty nice, huh? It's pretty nice. Anyway, in case you're a pilot and you landed at the wrong airport, can you show the interior like from entrance to departure? Yeah, I can do that. I can do that quickly. So got some buses here. Got the Hampton right here modeled as well. Got a bunch of stuff off in the distance modeled as well. Well, here is effectively the entrance to the airport. Again, modeled nicely. V1 rotate 320. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Got a very nicely modeled area there. So we come in. Oh. Ooh, Oddlotty departures. Let's go in. There we go. Very, very nice, isn't it? Gdansk Lech Wałęsa Airport or something like that. Anyway, let's go through general aviation crew. Where do the passengers go in from? There we go. Let's get in through the gate. Oh, we can't get in through the gate, so we can't go through there. We just show up on the other side where the passengers are. That's it. So we come through security. I guess no photography allowed during the security stuff. There we go. We get into our gates. And ta-da! Okay. Was landing at Mumbai. Localizer got captured, but the diamond didn't come for altitude on the PFD. Was flying 737 MAX. What scenery do you have for Mumbai, and is this in 2020 or 2024? The glide slope does have issues depending on which airport you're flying into, and especially whether you're in 2020 or 2024. So what scenery are you using for Mumbai? MSK VABB MSFS 2020. Yeah, MSK scenery for VABB is not that great. It's the only one I believe is available, if I'm not wrong, but it's not that great. And MSFS 2020 has issues with glide slope as it is. So you need to either find better scenery, which I don't think there is, or you have to fly the default. That is the reason. That's the only real solution to that. There's nothing else you can do. Alrighty, hopefully our flight will proceed okay here. I can't tell you for sure. You fly your favorite aircraft? Phoenix is absolutely amazing. Well, it was until today. All of a sudden it started giving me issues. For the first time ever, Phoenix is giving me issues. And that is a shame, because normally Phoenix is just brilliant. But today it's giving me issues. This is not starting up no matter what I do. Anyway, let's head back in here. Set our local altitude pressure, QNH barometric pressure there. TCAS is on here on altitude reporting though. That's on good. Let's push that out. Parking brake is on. That's fantastic. Let's move this to our nav. FT is on. Manage mode available. Let's move to 10,000 feet. Manage mode is not available yet because we are yet to set up our zero fuel weight and center of gravity. So that is what we are doing. Great. Let me just reduce the range on that. I'll increase the range on that. They do make great aircraft, but today I don't know what's going on. I've been having issues, and that's not good, is it? This side works, but this side doesn't. So what could it be? Maybe a failure? I don't know. Because it can't be a failure. The reason I'm saying it's not a failure is because if you come to the tablet here, if you go to failures, oh come on. Does that fix everything? Don't know. It doesn't fix anything. The tablet here is completely broken. I don't know. We'll find out. As long as we can fly the thing, I'll be okay with it. We'll find out, eh? Let's take a quick look at our throttle stuff here. Okay, throttle is good. Yeah, throttle is good. Okay, what is happening with GSX? We are still loading up our aircraft. Almost there, just about 10 passengers left to board. We should start up our APU. Let's go ahead and start that up. How about the MSFS failure menu? There is no MSFS failure menu. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. There's no MSFS failure menu. Do you request the de-icing treatment? Nope. All my controls are messed up. I don't get it. I just don't. Let's uncage this guy. There we go. APU coming in live. Has it finished yet? Yep, our boarding process is finished. We're about to begin our pushback, which is excellent news because I can't wait to get out of here. Feeling good tonight. No flights. I'll watch the stream and go to sleep. Make plans Friday evening and it'll be in a good shape tomorrow. Oh, okay. Should have gotten de-iced into Sweden. Ah, Sweden is cold. Yeah, it is. It's okay. We'll be fine. Okay, I need to put in my zero fuel weight and stuff like that. So let's put that in. 69.9. 69.9. And 26.7. Okay, block fuel at 7.3. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it here, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. And progress over here, please. ESSA. Oh my god, I forgot. Which way are we turning? Which way are we turning today? Today we want to turn with our nose to the left. Okay, we can release our parking brake. Can get started from here. Waiting for pushback. Is it because we have chocks on the ground? We do, don't we? Oh my god, this is so annoying. Okay, hold on. Hold on now. I know we have chocks and cons and GPU. There we go. Now we're moving. Let's get our fuel pumps up and running. Beacon lights on, please. Thank you very much. And we are ready for our engine to start up here. Ignition start. Engine number 1. The heck is going on with this guy?
Airbus A321. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions.
Parking brake set.
The following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if
Okay, that's what I did, GSX. That is what I did. Alright, two different flights from KSFO to EDM or maybe KSFO to OMD are planned on this weekend. What do you think? From KSFO to Dubai, that is long. That is very long. Try it. Try the Dubai one. Why not? Engine number 2.
each side to adjust. Put on
drop that flap, shall we?
Can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Brilliant. Ignition to normal. Ground spoilers armed. APU bleed off. Taxi lights on. APU itself can come off. Auto brake max. And let's release our parking brake. And let's get rolling. Let's get rolling. Which aircraft is a good question. I think you should do the KSFO to OMDB if it's like a 777 or something maybe. So everything else in the aircraft is looking good apart from our EFB. Okay. That's literally it. Everything else is fine. Then I think we're okay for the flight today. PWS auto, system 1, all the rest can remain the way it is. We've got weather plus terrain available. Yes, we do. Great. We make all these. A380, fly-by-wire A380, then that's a great flight. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are taxiing. We are taxiing. Go. Coming up on our runway here. We're gonna taxi all the way to the end anyway, right? So runway, taxi light on, runway turn on lights on, that can go on, that can go on. We'll turn on our TCAS, why not? Takeoff config test, all normal, ready to go. Manage mode available. Cruising altitude today again, once more, what was that? That was 34,000 feet, copy that. Let's taxi to the end of the runway. No need for cinematic mode. Yeah, I don't think there's any need for cinematic mode in this one. We don't have no nav bar. We don't have any nav bar. There's the end of the runway right here. Munich is near mountains. They're not too far. And channel Pilot's Eye, they use old livery. Okay. I fly into Munich quite a bit. Very lovely airport, Gdansk. Very, very lovely airport indeed. Let's turn this thing around, shall we? Be deliberate with our taxiing. Ooh, missed that light barely. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are ready to taxi on out of here, aren't we? I mean, take off from here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. Hello there, aircraft. Okay, gear up. Flaps up. Hello there, Quins. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let me give it off to the autopilot for a second. Yeah, decent enough of a takeoff. Let's put that down. Get the company message. I can go off. I can go off. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Gdansk. SAS, yes it is. Our transition altitude should have almost there, I think. There we go, transition altitude. Let's put standard on that. This thing still decides not to work. Come on. 8,000 feet altitude restriction at the moment. Here we are. Looking good. Everything is looking good. Company message. Do we just get rid of it? Do we just get rid of it? Load sheet, accept return. Load sheet, accept return. That one. Oh. The load sheet, accept return. Go there. There you go. Okay, 8,000 feet still going on. I was just gonna check in, gonna leave soon, gonna come back a little later. Sure, Quins. Whatever you gotta do, man. Whatever you gotta do. I'm flying all the way to Arlanda. Which is not gonna be very short today. So I hate how the sound doesn't show up in this view, does it? I just noticed that, guys. My bad. I'll fix that view for you guys in just a second once we reach, once we pass this altitude restriction thing. I have changed the DLSS and I have updated my drivers to the latest. Everything seems to be, well, I can't say perfectly working, but you know, happening as we speak. We should be going through 10,000 feet anytime soon. We're passing that altitude restriction right there. There we go. We are climbing. We need to climb up to our altitude of 34,000, I believe it is today. So let's just go straight there. Yes, Arlanda with the beautiful red gates indeed. That's the one we're going to. There we are. I guess 10,000 feet. Put that off. We can put this down. Everything else here is pretty much good to go. Looking good as we climb out towards our cruising altitude of 34,000 feet. We're just waiting for our speed to increase a little bit before... So why did you choose Poland? Well, one of the reasons I chose Poland is because I got two great airports in Poland now. One of the ones we just saw, Gdansk, which is a great airport. I have lovely scenery for it. It's really fun to fly out of it. It's actually more fun to fly into Poland. On today's flight, I thought I would fly to Sweden, which is why we started off in Poland. It's a lovely area, great airports, great stuff in Poland, great scenery as well. That's why Mr. Code is hitting 700 subs soon. Hopefully we hit 700 soon. I am waiting for that 1K sub right there is what I'm waiting for. That is what I'm waiting for. I try my best to stream a lot more than this, but things happen. Things happen, you know. Especially with the simulator, there's so much background work that's required all the time because of the amount of... Quite frankly, I do have a complicated sim setup in the sense that I have a lot of add-ons and all that stuff going on, and you know, once in a while some stuff doesn't work. It's very hard to strike a balance. That's the issue. Okay, let me fix the views like I told you guys. So in here you can hear the engines very well. But over here you can't hear it that well. See that? I mean, although that's because we're going outside and inside the cabin though. I think that's okay, right? Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Great. Brilliant. How about these views? Yeah, they look fine. What is the point of having two of these? I don't know. One is a chase. Check that out. That's a great view. The nav bar is something that we need. I will set it up. Make sure that I sort that out today. Is it just me, or I like these kind of wingtips rather than the sharklets? Yeah, I have a duplicate view there. I like these kind of wingtips over the sharklets. That's just how I feel. Let's go cinematic, why not? Let's still go cinematic here. We're about to cross over the water. Gonna head out now. Pretty sure I'll be back. If not, then bye. Sorry I couldn't make it much for the says flies. Things happen. Yeah, things happen. Things happen. There you go. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, Quins. Hope to see ya. If not in this stream, I'll catch you in the next one. See you soon, mate. Yeah. Things always happen. Love the cinematic, by the way. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ernst. You're very kind. You're very, very, very kind. Thank you kindly. Well, there's some views for ya. Some views for you guys right there. That's a brilliant wing view though. That is a brilliant wing view. Wing it and then view it. View it and then wing it. Okay, we're coming up on, just so you guys know, especially since you don't have the overlay available to you guys, we're coming up on 24,000 feet. So about 10,000 feet left for our cruising altitude to be reached here, top of climb. We are 19 minutes early on our departure according to SimBrief plans. And we are scheduled to arrive 23 minutes early and 44 minutes into Arlanda. And I can tell you that's not going to be 44 minutes into Arlanda, it's going to be 1 hour. It's going to be 1 hour into Arlanda more than likely. Okay. We've got... yeah, 274 nautical miles left. I do have Volanta. If you guys want the overlay, I could... let me have a look at my Volanta. Is my Volanta gonna work? My Volanta... is it gonna work? Let me have a look. Should I run Volanta? Let's have a look. I'll run Volanta. What the hell? I'll run Volanta for you guys. Let's see if that can give us an overlay. And Volanta is installing an update. Whale. Oh, there we go. So you sound like a real pilot with those announcements. What do you mean? Whatever do you mean, sir? Kind young man. Kind young man. Whatever do you mean? Okay, I need to log into my Volanta, which is not easy. Let me find my Volanta stuff. Okay, there's my Volanta stuff. While you guys enjoy this zooming past, just gonna put in my Volanta so you guys can have some sort of an overlay, because it looks kind of stupid without an overlay. Alright, let's log in there. Don't want no premium Volanta, man. Well, there we go. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Oh, look, you guys have that little window over there that you can see. The Volanta overlay is not working. Let me try that again. No overlay seems to be working at this point. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we've got some Volanta. De Volanta. Like the updates you just gave us about the route. Oh, is that right, Mr. Anis? You kind man. You kind man. You're a very kind young man for such lovely words. Yes, you are. Okay, so we are flying along very nicely now, to be honest with you. And You guys can see the updates, right? On the nav bar, I presume. Yes, you can. You can now. Good. I always keep Volanta as a backup. Yeah, I just keep Volanta as a backup just in case. Once in a while, ElevatX does not work. Because ElevatX is they're very pushy with updates and stuff, and they cram a lot of new features in, so ElevatX doesn't always work. At least for me, it doesn't. Let's take a look at the cycle through the cabin views. Make sure everything is good in the cockpit there. As far as I can tell, it is, right? Yep. Let's head back into the cabin there. We just time traveled with that nav bar. Yeah, we did. That is an old nav bar. Is it possible to make it a bit bigger? That's a good question, Mr. Honest. It's a good question. Let me try and answer that. Or contrast the colors a bit more. I can't do the colors. I don't think I can do the colors. Let's see. What can I do? What can I do? Can I make it bigger? Unfortunately, I don't think I can. Wait, hold on. Yeah, well, I can. 2560 1440p. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. And then there you go. Ain't that much better, mister? Ain't that much better? Tell me the truth. Ain't that much better? Ain't that much better, mister? I don't know why I'm speaking like that. My apologies. Not really. Where's the Volanta overlay? Oh, it's only available here. Let me copy that and put it here as well. Paste a reference to it. There you go. You have it in the normal view now. It looks great, to be honest with you. It looks great. You also have it in the cinematic view. So yeah, there you go. It's fantastic. All right. I'm glad you like that, mister. Let's change the view there. We have reached 31,000 feet. We're looking good on our flight here today. And what I can do for you guys is there are a number of things we can do with these streamer tools. You can change the overlay like this. Do you prefer this or this? I think the second one is better, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. I believe this one is better. Yes. Is this one better? Yeah, I believe so. I don't know. I don't know which one is better. This one might be better for the daytime, so I'll leave it like this. Although this. Mess around with the colors a little bit here. Cool. Oh, okay. I understand how this works, I think. There we go. Look at that. Would you look at that? No, let me put something more sensible. I shall put something more sensible. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just messing around. Okay, there we go. We'll leave it like this. What is my current altitude? 34,000 feet. We have reached our cruising altitude. There we go. Just gonna cycle through, that's great. Code says it's perfect, and I think it is. And I think it is. And I think it is. Looks fantastic. Alrighty. Alrighty. So this is our backup nav bar when Elevatics doesn't decide, or rather decides to be a little pain. It's not as clean and neat. It doesn't look as great in the cinematic view as the Elevatics one, but it does look pretty decent in the normal stream view. But it does. You know, not too bad. Not too bad. That is a pencil-looking aircraft with... it's a rather long thing, isn't it? The A321. Let's take a look from the cabin. Just ocean everywhere with... at least we can see land. At least we can see land. The sun looks quite decent here. That's because of Rex Atmos making it a little bit more palatable there. It doesn't always look that great in Microsoft Flight Sim. Scandinavian. Would you look at that, an aircraft just passed by on top of us. It's a long and lonely road. There's not much in the way of scenery here, is there? See, my ideal flight length, we would probably start descending right now. That is how I'd like to do it. I don't like doing flights longer than that. So this flight is a little bit too long if you ask me. In my opinion, it is a little too long. So that is our issue. Yeah, it's supposed to be 1 hour and 2 minute flight time. It's a little rough. It's a little rough. Let's head back into the cockpit here. Let's take a look at how far we are from top of descent. Luckily, it's not too far. Yay, 60 nautical miles only to top of descent. Thank goodness for that. Top of descent in 50 nautical miles? 50? Like 50 nautical miles? Come on. No, not 50 per se, but what is the actual distance? Sorry, that's more like 90 nautical miles. Not 60, 90 nautical miles, my bad. So we got 90 nautical miles to the top of descent, and we don't have any fast forward feature available here. What is our final descent altitude? Hold? There is a hold. There is a hold. What should I hold for? Somebody do tell me. Somebody do tell. 2,500 feet. So we'll head down towards 2,500 feet. Okay, we'll do that. Not a problem. Not a problem. I do miss my old nav bar, in all honesty. I do miss it. I got a weird question for you guys. You ever sit down so long in a chair that your bum hurts? That's what's happening to me right now. I don't know what it is, but I've been sitting on this chair for too long. My bum hurts. Oh, lordy. Yes, it does. We got a company message. You know what? Screw the company. Screw the company, but let's see what they got to say to us. What is it? Is it what I think it is? Yeah, it is. No ADC required. And get out of here. Thank you. Yeah. Would you look at that? That looks quite nice, doesn't it? That looks pretty nice. It's a long flight, man. Here's the thing with Phoenix, I gotta be careful about the length of flight under question. It's too long, this flight. That's the problem. We are past the halfway point, so we shouldn't be too long from drop or descent. And the A321 does descend quite quickly from 34,000 feet. It doesn't really need... Look at how good this thing looks. It looks great. Look at that engine right there. That looks fantastic. I mean, I don't know why people say Phoenix lacks some textures and stuff. I don't see that. I don't see that. I heard some people say that Phoenix lacks some textures. I do not see that. Phoenix is incredible. And if we go into the cockpit for a second, let's inspect some of the texture under question here, right? Look at this. This looks fantastic. I don't know what people are on about. Looks great. Everything looks great. Look at that. Look at that. Everything looks just great. The keys there, everything looks just fantastic. Oh, the textures are flipping amazing, if you ask me. Yeah, they're just fine. Just fine. Look at that. The accents along this panel right here, everything is looking fantastic. What is this? Is that a fan? I don't know what that is. It looks great. It looks fantastic. Top of descent coming up in under 80 nautical miles. I assume that we're talking about 40 here. So that's about 50 nautical miles to top of descent, right? Yeah, about 60. Not 50, but we got about 60 to top of descent, and yeah, we crossed 30 nautical miles since the last time. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Let's take a look at the overhead situation here. Everything looking just fine. Brilliant. I walk a lonely road. Oh, the rest of that's up. Let's go back to some views. Enjoy it till the top of descent comes and knocks on our door. It's just blue everywhere. Come on. That is good lighting though, isn't it? Oh, I forgot to reinstall Reshade. On Reshade back in here. I would also like a way to share my profile with you guys. I think I'll set up a Discord or something. I already have a Discord, I just need to get active on it, and I'll post my settings and profiles on it so you guys can copy it if you like. I will put my Reshade profile in there. The Reshade profile I use is pretty good, but it does have its disadvantages. Not exactly finely tuned per se. So let's see. Scandinavian. I am getting sleepy. Today's sleep is hitting me. Today, sleep is hitting me. top of descent hasn't yet bothered us, so let's go back to some cinematic views here. So probably the last round of views before we have to jump back into the cockpit here. Yeah, the progress bar has come along nicely. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Almost there. Hello again, Quins. Welcome back into the stream, man. Welcome back into the stream. We are not too far from the top of descent, so you came at the right time. You came along at the right time. Today, there hasn't been a lot in the way of views. It's just been a plain old flight today, with clear skies and blue everywhere. Nothing much else. We're crossing the water here. We're about there. We're almost at our top of descent. Just wrapping up the last round of views before we jump back into the flight deck. Yes. 110 nautical miles away from our destination. Estimated time to touchdown, 32 minutes is my estimate. Elevatic says we're going to be there in 16 minutes, which is a lie, quite frankly. We're going to be there in about 38. I mean 32. About 32. Oh, that's a beautiful view right there. Look at that. Just blue everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Scandinavian A321. This route is a bit too long for my kind of streaming, because unfortunately we don't have fast forward on Fenix. Fenix does not support sim rate. Probably my biggest complaint about them is that because it doesn't support sim rate, we can't do like 1 hour flights. It's too much. About 40-minute flying time, 50-minute flying time can be done, but if it says 1 hour plus 1 hour flying time, it's a little too much. 40 minutes is a sweet spot in terms of Fenix flights here. So this flight is little too long. Okay, that all being said, let's jump back into our flight deck here. And there's our top of descent coming up, which means we can put our destination data in. So let's go to performance. Let's go to our next phase. And let's pop this open here. Let's go to perf. And then let us go to... You can also do this from the tablet, right? Populate from this flight. Calculate it. Alrighty, temperature outside at the moment is 0 degrees. You know what? Let me see if I can do this with the Fenix app. Apply. Temperature is 4 degrees Celsius. Good lord, that's cold. That is cold. 103 knot wind. Transition 055 we approach. And our HPA 1031. Good. That's all we need. Okay, that is all we need. Barometric, what should we do? We should do 200. There we go. Landing speed 139. And that's all we need. Just out of glider training. It's very, very pretty. That's nice. Quins, I heard that flying a glider is no easy task. It seems much harder because you obviously don't have power on your side, you know. You have to manage your energy. It's all about managing energy, and you can't just create more energy. It's an interesting thing to do. Okay, let's go ahead and plug in our final descent altitude here, which is around 2,500. So let's put that in here as we come in for top of descent. Let's go. 2,500. Okay, we're coming up on top of descent. Top of descent reached. Let it say that. It should any second. Come on. It's not going to tell me that? There we go. Top of descent reached and we've begun descending. Now into Arlanda Airport. Today we have plenty of runway room, if I'm not wrong, to land our aircraft. Hopefully I could gain some experience for the future PPL. The glider and aircrafts are not completely different, but glider really helps you gain an appreciation for what exactly flight is. You know, the pure understanding of just aerodynamic forces. And from a pure physics point of view, it's great to have that glider experience. It will help you fly with a greater understanding of the forces involved and energy involved. The conversion between giving up potential energy for kinetic and vice versa. You're gonna learn a lot from that, so it is definitely gonna help you with any license, any kind of flying. Definitely is. So yeah, it's great. It is great. We've got 8,000 feet of runway available at Arlanda, which is more than enough. We could ask for medium auto brake if we want to. I don't think so. I think I'll just leave it on low. Okay, are we gonna use the localizer here? Yes, we are. We said we are, right? So let's go to the nav radio and check that out really quickly as we are descending. Let's check the localizer. WSA is the identifier, the 109.55. We do have a slope of -3, course of 68. Okay, so no glide slope, just localizer. We do not have a glide slope, just localizer. We are doing well as we chug along towards Arlanda. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys a little nav map so you have a better understanding. Where are you, little nav map? There you are, little nav map. Okay, so we have taken off from right here, flown along nicely, and here we are. About to enter our arrival procedure into Arlanda. And then after that, it's just a straightforward approach. We're gonna fly somewhere here. That's not... let me insert that so you guys can see it better. Localizer runway 08, insert that, and there you go. Okay, so that's what our actual flight plan is going to look like. We're going to go towards Arla 10 and Arla 66, 2,500 feet. We are expected to capture the localizer there, and I believe our aircraft has the VNAV capability here, obviously, to take us down quite automatically all the way to the foot of the runway. So when we reach here, we're going to put that altitude at 200 feet. That should take us down quite nicely. Yeah, has Anas been here since back when in the old days? Yeah, Anas has been here since day one. Anas has been here since day one. Okay. Mr. Anas has been here since day one. Okay, here we go. 22,000 feet, descending well. Everything is looking great. Brilliant. Let's put that away. Put that away. Please don't take the law away. Hello there, Sakib. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you, mates. Nice to see you. We are descending into Stockholm Arlanda. Alright, we're descending into Stockholm Arlanda. And coming into land, there is Stockholm Arlanda right there. Not too far away at all. We're about, how many nautical miles? Let me just check that for you. Let me just check that. 53 nautical miles away from our landing, and that's about it. He has been on the live stream more than anybody else, Quins. Anas has been on the live stream quite consistently. He has missed very few of them. Very, very few of them. So very regular guy here at the channel. I'll definitely be giving him a free membership. A free membership. I think Anas deserves a free membership. I'll give him 1 month free. 1 month free there for Mr. Anas for sure. I'll have to do a couple of giveaways for memberships here and there for a couple of you regulars. You know what I mean? And let's see. Hopefully, my dream here is very simple, man. I just want to be able to do this 24/7 pretty much. That's it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So if I'm able to monetize and get things going just enough for me to, you know, pay my bills and keep things going, that's good enough for me, man. That's good enough for me. And I would just love to fly, you know, as long as I can invest anything else back into the simulator. That's good enough for me. Flying is the dream right here. And to be honest, I'm a flight simmer, just to make that clear. I'm not a pilot. I would never enjoy being a pilot, but I think being a flight simmer is for me for sure. What else is going on here? 16,000 feet. Let's be cheeky and go out, because we're still above 10,000 feet. We still got some room here to check out some views here as we come right on top of our destination here into Sweden. This is Sweden right now that we're looking at. We are over Swedish lands at the moment. That is Sweden. There we go. Oh, there's a view. There is a good view. Now I can begin to enjoy these views a little bit more. Every aviator has that dream. The consistency is the problem, but clearly you figured that out just great. Yeah, consistency is the problem, but I'm trying my best. I think I'm showing up more and more. Let's see what I can do, man. Let's see what I can do. I need to make more videos though. Without videos, there's no way a YouTube channel can survive. Just on live streaming, it's not going to be enough. I need to make some videos. I did make a tutorial recently on the Kodiak 100. That's been up. But yeah, I need to make more cinematic videos. That's what I really need to get in the groove of doing. I'm getting there. I'm working some things out. Look at that. Beautiful. 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 Our phase of flight is descending at the moment. That's really nice. I like that Volanta tells you the phase of flight. That's not something Elevatics does at the moment. I did want to make my own custom layover thing. I'm sorry, overlay the nav bar. Unfortunately, the application doesn't work for me yet. I don't know why. You do have the specs for cinematic videos, right? It definitely looks like it. Specs, yeah. Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. I've got everything I need. It's just editing is a problem for me, and I don't have any editing softwares that are good enough. I still edit everything on Shortcut. Even that last cinematic video that you saw, Quins, the one with the Piston Duke, that was done on Shortcut and OBS. It was a combination of Shortcut and OBS and manual camera movements. It was something else. At least the camera movements are sorted now with ChasePlane. We've got Rex Atmos giving you that real good look. Reshade will give me that finish that I'm looking for. It's just editing with Shortcut is not very wise. Anyway, let's head back into our flight deck here. We're coming up on 10,000 feet. Okay, we're slowing down. Let's just go ahead and turn on our landing lights here. Let's put our passenger sides up and running. Passenger signs up and running, sorry. Let's get our speed brake. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Let's reduce the range on that. Let's reduce the range on that, like so. We need to reduce the range on this a little bit as well. Yeah, it looks good. It's rather a mess, a complicated missed approach thing there. Yeah, the approach is looking a little bit funny, isn't it? It's looking a little bit funny. I think most of that is just a missed approach. It's not the actual final. Most of that is just a missed approach. 250 descending, not too bad. According to Elevatrix, we're arriving in 3 minutes. That is absolutely inaccurate. We're about 10 minutes away from landing at this point. We're at least about 10 minutes away. Yeah, 10 minutes away from landing is what I would say. At least. Depending on how our aircraft decides to operate here. Let's take a look at the FMC. Let's see what it's going to do. 250. Okay, we're maintaining 250 knot for quite some time. And there is a holding pattern there as well, which I don't think I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to do a holding thing over there. So let's see how it goes, eh? Don't you ever use the fix tool? The fix tool? What do you mean the fix tool? I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Never heard of the fix tool. What is this fix tool you speak of? Fix tool MSFS. Manage startup and it's... Oh, the fix tool. I get it. I get it. I tried to use the sim staller before. It didn't work for me. Okay, yeah. You know what? I'll use that. Thank you very much, Queens. I did not know that was a thing. Every time I had an issue, I did manual troubleshooting. But I have to say, I have learned a lot from that. So, because of all the manual troubleshooting, I know a lot about this stuff. I should probably make a couple of tutorials to help out a few people. But yeah, I will definitely download that fix tool. I just had a look at it on flightsim.to. It looks pretty amazing. It seems like the kind of thing I need. I'm definitely going to download that. Yeah, I'm going to download that. For sure. Oh, good lord. I need to sign into my flightsim.to as well. Flightsim.to? Why are you so mean to me, man? Why am I signed out of everything? It's annoying when you're signed out of everything. In it. In it so, Queens. Alright, let's just get this done. Verify I'm a human. Well, I am a human. Fix tool. I'll definitely be getting that one. You know what sucks? In flightsim.to, if you search for something, you won't find it. But if you Google search that very same thing, you will find the link for it. Yeah, I found the fix tool you're talking about. Found it. DLSS manager as well. See, I've been using DLSS swapper so far, and it doesn't really... Okay, we need to change this to local pressure. There we go. We are descending. Great. Verify you're a human being. Yeah, I'm a human being. Come on. think I'm not human, huh? There you go. I think I want an immediate exit out of that holding pattern, but for now, I'm curious to see what the aircraft is gonna do. So let's just fly in. Everything looks great. Yeah. Everything looks great, but whoa, look at that view. It's fantastic, isn't it? Arlanda is supposed to be right behind us somewhere. Do you guys see? Oh, there it is. There is Arlanda right there. There is Arlanda right there, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. We're now about to enter our holding. More drag? I don't want to give you more drag though. Fine, more drag it is. More drag it is. I don't know why it's requiring more drag, but it is. No, I think that's a mistake here. Holding pattern. Yeah, we're entering a hold very soon. Going to enter a hold. I'm just curious as to what the aircraft is gonna do. So let's just see what the aircraft is actually gonna do here. So we're gonna go towards D250 D, where we will begin our hold right there, right? Yep, there we go. And then it's just gonna be I believe. It's just gonna be a hold. Yeah, let's see how far along we can do this holding pattern. And that's at 3,395. Okay. Do you prefer the 737 or A320 in real life, since I know you like the Fenix in the sim? In real life, I don't like this. In real life, as in to fly on? Talking about flying on, I have never flown in a 737 in my life, believe it or not. Never flown the 737 in real life. A320 is fairly okay. But the A320 is the only aircraft where I had my ears pop so bad, so painfully. But to be honest with you, I would take the 737 though, the NG 737. Or if I were to become a pilot, I'll fly the 737. And I'll tell you why. It's a very simple reason. Very, 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 very simple reason. I don't like the level of automation in the A320. It's not that I don't like the level of automation, it's more so I don't like the philosophy. I do not like the fact that if I decided to, I cannot take complete and utter control of the aircraft. I can't do that with an Airbus. With Airbus, there's always systems working in the background, and I don't like that. And the first time Boeing ever tried that, we had 2 crashes. The 737 MAX. It had the MCAS system, wasn't it called? Doing something that the pilots weren't aware of, and there you go. I don't like that. It's just that, don't get me wrong, the automation in A320 is great. Like, I love flying it in the sim and stuff. It's great. It's fantastic. But when I want to be able to, I want to be able to take manual control, which Airbus does not let you do. You switch off the autopilot, you switch off the auto throttle, and you start flying it. You do something the aircraft does not agree with, it will immediately steal that control from you. And I don't like that. One of the best examples I have on my channel over and over and over, it keeps happening to me, is when I try to manually land an A320 in terms of without auto throttle. The Airbus aircraft does not like it when you take control of the throttle, and it doesn't give you much margin to allow you to manipulate speed. Even when you know exactly what you're doing and you know you're fine, it doesn't let you do that. That's very annoying. That is very, very annoying. Let me see how this hold works, okay? I just want to go around one more time just to see how this hold works. It happened to me too many times with Airbus. When I try to take control of the throttle, it will think I'm stalling it, and it will push the throttle to the max, and there's no way to disable it. It's a built-in thing. You can't disable that thing unless you pull the circuit breakers, perhaps. That's very annoying. I don't like that. That's the one reason why I would fly the 737. But my dream aircraft, if I had to fly one airliner, I would fly this 777. The 777 is the way to go for me. It's the one aircraft that I trust. It's the one aircraft that doesn't confuse me, because at the end of the day, yep, that's what it is about. That's what it's about. Manual stuff on the Boeing. If you decide to take control, you can, which you can't really do with an Airbus. So that is my problem with it. It's not the level of automation, it's the philosophy, the behavior of the automation. That's annoying. But you see, with the 777, with the traditional 777, I know that no matter what, I press a sequence of buttons, that aircraft is going to come to me. You know, I have control. And I love that. I love that. So 777 would be my dream. But between 737 and A320, I'll go 737. I still have more control of that. But yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I must say though, in terms of Airbus aircrafts, I love the A340. It's really fun. I know it's underpowered and stuff, but it's such a fun aircraft to fly. The A340. Very, very satisfying. One of the pros in the Airbus is the space though. You mean in the cockpit? Space in the cockpit. Or in the cabin. So what I have found is, well, I've never been in a 737, so I couldn't tell you in terms of cabin space, but A320, yeah, it is spacious enough, I would suppose. Okay, so our holding pattern is going on and 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 going on. Let's just exit this thing. Resume hold and exit hold. So we're gonna exit this hold. You know what, let me resume it for a second here. I'll exit it. Yeah, you know what, let me just exit it. Let's just exit that and let's go to localizer. In the cockpit, I've been in a motion sim. It is tiny. Yeah, the 737 does feel more claustrophobic in a way. Feels more tight. I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing for me, because one of the other things I don't like about the Airbus is the side stick. I like the yoke on Boeings. I do not like the side stick on Airbus. I don't know how this is gonna look like, because I'm not entirely sure. Our airport is right in front of us. How are we gonna make this landing? I don't see us making this landing. This is too fast, too high. How are we gonna configure for landing here? What does it say here? 250, 250? Dude, that does not seem right. Yeah, that is too fast. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go directly towards this. Yeah, let's go there. Directly towards that. Let's do that. Let's turn back around and go back to FF0 CL08 FF08. Yeah, we need to be much lower than this. We need to go down to 3,000 feet, and I don't know why it won't let me do that right now. But that is annoying. Yeah, this isn't right. This is not right. Let's go back here, shall we? Let's go back to CL08. How about this one? There we go. That is much better. That is much better. We need to land. We need to land. There's one. I've been checking the hold pattern for too long. We need to land, ladies and gentlemen. We need to land. Okay, let's reduce the range. Oh, it's reduced already. Let's reduce the range on this one. And hopefully this will be enough for us to reach where we need to. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. Now we are good. Now we are good. We need to slow our aircraft down. Let me just give it some speed brakes here. You're planning on becoming a pilot, right? No, I don't plan on becoming a pilot, no. I don't. Nguyen 77. Hello there. Welcome back to another stream, man. Welcome back to another stream. How are you doing? Let's drop our flaps here slowly. There we go. We're dropping our flaps slowly. Back up. I have 2 more months until I have to go on a trip. Where are you going to a trip, Mr. 77? Nguyen. Nguyen. Is that how I say it? Nguyen? Where are you off to? Okay, let me put our flaps down here. Flaps down. Ocean City. Ocean City. Okay, 2,500 altitude restriction there. I think we'll pass it soon though. There we go. Oh, no. That is a problem. That is a problem. Okay, let's go localizer. Let's put that down. Flaps. Put our landing gear down now. We'll be gone for 7 days when I do go. Well, enjoy your trip. Enjoy your trip. Let's go down, flaps full. There we go, looking good. Looking good. Let's run our SkyDolly here. Enjoy your trip, sir. And we are descending into where we need to. Okay, so no glide slope available today. We're just gonna fly it like this. Okay, let's put this like this. It's better for me. Spoilers, arm. Okay, all the lights here on. Let's put that on. Let's put that on. Those are all good, and we are good to go. Ignition, that's all good. Okay, 1,000 feet coming up. Time to take manual control somewhat.
1,000.
1,000. Okay, my aircraft. It's a little unresponsive, but it's okay. Trim is a little bit less than ideal for me. But it's good. It's good. It's on speed mode, right? Yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Nope, it's not. There we go. Now it is. My bad. I had my hands on my control there. Let's see. 320. It's a little too fast for my liking, but here we are. 100 above.
100.
Proceeding with this, obviously.
Minimum.
Proceed.
30. 20. Retard.
Look, there's somebody on the runway. Okay. There's 2 people on the runway. What on earth is going on with the traffic? Okay, 60 knot. There we go. Welcome to Stockholm Arlanda Airport, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put that flap up all the way. Let's put that flap up all the way. Okay, let's find out how our landing went after we park in to Stockholm. Yes, we are waiting for that replay. Let's find out. It was long for sure. We floated down the runway for sure. But yeah, that's okay. I don't really mind. I'm just gonna hold short here for a second. Do I need to hold short here? Taxi light. These can come off. But why am I... Okay, this out. Strobe light automatic. And our TCAS can come to that. Just altitude. Okay. And predictive wind shear can come off because we don't need it anymore. This can go off because we don't need it anymore. This can come back down. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's taxi ourselves into Arlanda here. Let's find ourselves a nice little parking first. And welcome everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed that flight. Hope you guys enjoyed that landing. We're gonna take a look at the replays. Don't you worry and don't you go anywhere because we're about to do that. About to take a look at the landing replays. Stockholm Arlanda. Go. Oh, sorry about that. Was me trying to get a tower view in, but that didn't work. That's okay. Alrighty. Let's go find ourselves a parking. Let us go find ourselves a parking. We need a small gate. A medium gate would do, right? Yeah, a medium gate will do. So let's pick that up from... Yeah, I can see a couple of medium gates. They're a bit far away, so let's do some cinematic on the way there. The gates are not exactly very close by. We'll just do a bit of cinematics on our way there. Very nice, lovely handcrafted airport. You can see the SAS TY building there. It's a little bit long of a taxi here, nothing too bad. Pioneer is coming in. There we go. You can see the gates up there. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes so we can make that turn. Go. Turn around right here. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Okay. Here we are at Arlanda. Let's find ourselves a little parking. Maybe one of these right here will suit us. Supposed to take the one to our left, actually. F37, this one right here. I don't know if it's available. Let's find out. Yes, it is. Okay, and in we go. In we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Alrighty, we are in and it's time for our landing replay. I just hope that works today because we need it. Let's have a look. Let's see. SkyDolly. Yep. We got it. We've got it. So let's go ahead and get that replay started up. We didn't start the APU. Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's just check our landing replay. Let's check our landing replay. One of the other things I want to do is to do full manual flights. That'll be something I'll be doing very, very soon. A fully manual flight. No autopilot, except when we need to look at views, obviously. When we need to look at views, I'll need to use autopilot, but apart from that, no autopilot. Okay, let me play this. There we go. Let's have a look at our first landing replay. A little bit floaty there. Ignore that, but yeah, not too bad of a landing. Obviously remember that the spoilers and the reverse thrust does not show during the landing replay. So let's try that landing replay, but with another view. Alright, let's have another replay of that from a better, right, from somewhere here. There we go. That was a very, very nice touchdown. We kept the nose in the air quite long there, maybe unnecessarily long, but that's great, right? I don't know if you remember me, but I used to watch your videos long ago and my name was Football Goat. Football Goat, that does ring a bell. That does ring a bell, man. Everybody's changing their names on user accounts. But yeah, I think I do remember you, man. Yeah, the playback is fantastic, isn't it? We're gonna take a look at a few more views, but let's take a look at this view one more time. The flyby. There we go. That is a good touchdown. I should have let the nose just touch down right now, but instead I kept it in there a little too long. And then that caused it to slam a little bit. But apart from that, all good. Okay, let's try another view. How about this guy right here? Yep. That was really smooth there. I should have let the nose touch down right there. It wasn't too bad though. It wasn't too bad at all. Great. Great. Let's go back a little bit more there. Right here. Let's check our landing rate. The landing rate, according to Elevatex, was minus 171, 1.03 G. I don't think that's true, by the way. I do not think that's accurate. I don't think that's accurate. Let's try. Let us try. Gotta go now, everyone. See ya, Quins. Thank you very much for tuning in. See ya. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. Thank you so much. All right. Now let's take a look at this from the cabin view, right? So we're gonna go this one first. Let's take a look at this one. Football Go to YouTube community guidelines. That's your new one, huh? Well, that is the best view so far. Sure, man. You're welcome, Quins. I hope to catch you in the next live stream. Look at the animation on that landing gear. That's so beautiful. I love this view. YouTube community guidelines. I hope to see more of you in the live streams, man. And on the videos and stuff. Welcome back. It's fantastic. Fantastic replay right there. Let me just have one more look at it because it's too good not to. Check that out. This is just too good. That is brilliant. Oh yes, that is so satisfying right there. The way how that suspension sits. Yeah. What are we flying next? To be honest with you, the next flight is probably, I'm hoping the next stream is going to be something a little bit different. Maybe one of the aircrafts that I don't usually fly, not an airliner, something different. So that's what the next stream is going to be. And then after that, I'm hoping to take out a jet. That is what we have got scheduled. In terms of videos, still working on getting that perfect cinematic first one out. Let's see how that goes, Quins. Okay, here we go. Couple more landing replays here. Very nice. It's very satisfying. All right, mate. See you soon. See you soon. Pretty cool. Honestly, that's pretty cool. Okay, probably the last landing replay here. Yep. After this, we'll go ahead and shut down our aircraft Lovely view as we come into land. It's brilliant. That is perfect. That is perfect. Fantastic. Okay. I'll take a recording, a little clip of this final landing here. But apart from that, Alrighty, let's now continue here and bring our aircraft back to where we left off, which is at the taxi. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing it back. Bringing it back. Ta-da. Okay, great. We'll have the brake warning there. That's because, you know, that's because of all the landing replays. Let's go up here. Let's go run our APU like so. Oh, come on. There we go. Thank you very much. Again, I forgot. The EFB is not available to us. So let's come here and try the Fenix EFB like this. Let's go to ground services. Let's add GPU. Let's put chokes and cones there. Once we do, we can attach this right here. Then we can go and shut down our engines. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Let's now shut down. What is there? We can put that back, all that is good. That can be turned off, that can be turned off. Even this can be turned off. There we go, parking brake on, all that looking good. We can put that off, we can put that off. We can put these things off, put these things off. Let's go down here. Let's go to commence deboarding. Deboard, of course. And we can turn these things off here. There you go. These things can come off. There you go. That can come off. There you go. And just like that, we are done, ladies and gentlemen. We can also turn off our APU if we want to, which we will. Just like that. Okay? Just like that. Alrighty. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's flight. That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun here. And yeah, make sure you leave a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're new around these parts. Go check out my videos. There's particularly a new tutorial out, sorry. And yeah, I hope to catch you guys in the next one. And until I see you in the next stream, have a great day, all of you. Thank you once again to everybody who chimed into the chat. Quins, YouTube Community Guidelines, Nguyen 77, Anas Sakub, The Code Ace, EM. All of you guys, V1 Rotate 320. Thank you very much for tuning in to the chat today. Keeping it lively. So yeah, until next time, have a good day, take care, and bye-bye.